y'all, this is your girl Tysheen. How you doing? How you feeling? How's my Scottish people? How you feeling today? Comment below. Let me know what part of Scotland you're from. Represent. Okay? Represent your town, your city. Represent. Let me know what's your name. You don't gotta give me your real name, but just comment below. Let me know where you're from. What part of Scotland you're from. Yeah, so this one is top 10 amazing facts about Scotland. Whoa. Let's get straight to it.
Welcome to Top 10 Archive. From Alexander Graham Bell to Tayberries and unicorns, Scotland is a northern European country filled with remarkable history and breathtaking scenery. Here are the top 10 interesting facts about Scotland. Number 10. Old trees and Pontius Pilate. In the heart of Scotland stands one of Europe's oldest trees. The Fortingall yew is believed by experts to be over 5,000 years old. It's named for the small village in which it can be found, Fortingall in Perthshire. Surrounding the tree for miles upon miles is some of the most archaeologically well-known sites in the country. From plague burial grounds to the remains of a 1,300-year-old monastery, no other place in Scotland has such a history. Legends say that Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who is said to sentence Jesus to death, was born by the tree and often played in its shade as a child. The story cannot be verified, but it ties Scotland to the history of Christianity. Number 9.
Oh, that tree is freaking old. I want to hug it. Whoa.
The Edinburgh Vaults. Beneath the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh, lies a series of underground chambers and passageways that are referred to as the Edinburgh Vaults. The vaults were not the city before streets were raised or tunnels to transport illicit goods, as is so commonly misconceived, but rather connecting cellars that were once used for legitimate businesses. As time passed, everything from underground pubs to illegal tenement houses for poor immigrants were erected. Today, the vaults are thought to be one of Edinburgh's many haunted locations due to a string of murders that took place in the area. Stories of human remains, including entire dead bodies, being sold in the Edinburgh Vaults began to pop up after public executions were performed and the bodies were stowed away. Number 8.
Damn. That's one place I don't want to visit.
Scottish cuisine. Out of all the different countries that we've covered on Top 10 Archive so far, the Scottish are probably the best known for their abundance of national dishes. So the next time you decide to poke fun at a Scotsman for his cooking, remember he'll probably take offense to it and rough you up a bit.
Ooh.
While wearing a kilt. But all joking aside, the Scottish have gifted many cuisines to the world, the most popular of which are probably haggis, Dundee cake, clootie dumplings, and lucky toddy. The Scots are also responsible for patenting the Tayberry, when Scotsman Derek L. Jennings of Dundee crossed a blackberry and red raspberry in 1979. Number 7.
Wow. Wow. I gotta find a Scottish restaurant somewhere or a market or somewhere. I want to try some of these food. I'm quite sure I could find me a Scottish restaurant somewhere here in New York. Gotta be somewhere. I gotta do my research.
7. Gingerly love. A rumor has been floating around the internet saying that there's a good chance redheads will be extinct within the next 100 years. Of course, this theory doesn't hold much weight, yet it did get a fair amount of attention. There's one place the ginger gene is destined to live on, and that's southeast Scotland. It is believed that 40% of the population in this part of the world are carriers of the gene. Scientists believe that this may be an evolutionary advantage in the far north, where it is often so cloudy. The human body requires a significant amount of vitamin D. Redheads, who so often have a somewhat light complexion, are generally able to absorb more than those people with darker pigmentations.
Wow.
Number
Okay.
6. Scottish inventions. Scotland lays claim to countless inventions and inventors, many of which we take for granted today, but are crucial to our daily lives nonetheless. The most famous of which is probably Alexander Graham Bell, who is credited for inventing and innovating the telephone. On the other hand, many Scottish inventors have received little recognition or none at all. Kirkpatrick Macmillan is the man behind the modern-day pedal bicycle, yet he's almost unheard of. This is because others took credit and profited off of his inventions. Although fax machines are now old technology, it was crucial to businesses for decades and was invented by a Scotsman named Alexander Bain. He began work on the first rudimentary machine of its type in the mid-1940s. Number 5.
That's sad. They didn't even get credit. Some of them didn't even get credit for the stuff that they invented. That happened to a lot of people. A lot. And but especially black people, a lot of black inventors have invented so many things. And some of them don't get credit for it at all. So it's common. It happens. But especially back in those days. It's different now. But back in the days, it was more easier for people to, steal your ideas and make money off of it.
5. The official animal. Scotland has 2 official animals, the red lion and the unicorn. Yeah, that's right, a freaking unicorn.
What?
It's really not that surprising considering the love Scotland has for tall tales and legend. The unicorn is a revered Celtic symbol representing grace, purity, healing, and happiness. The creature was printed on gold coins during the time King James III was in power between the years 1466 and 1488 AD.
Wow.
To this day, a unicorn still appears on the United Kingdom's royal coat of arms, standing directly across from the lion.
That is so cute.
Number 4.
That is so cute. I didn't even know that. That is nice. Oh.
The Mother Field. There is quite a tumultuous and fascinating history of sport throughout Scotland. The country is considered to be the mother field, for lack of a better word, of golf. It was here that the sport was invented during the 15th century. It caught on so quickly and became so addicting for some that King James II had the sport outlawed, and with good reason, of course, saying it prevented his men from properly training for war. Football, also known as soccer in the United States, was outlawed by King James I in 1421.
Oh, okay.
He was far from pleased with the amount of roughness implemented during matches and thought it was unnecessarily injuring others. The ban lasted for a number of years, but was finally lifted in 1872 when Scotland held the first international football game. Number 3. Free water. Scotland is a sovereign state in the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Although it's part of the UK's constitutional monarchy, Scotland is still very independent. For one, its education system is separate and governed from within the country. Scotland offers free water to its citizens, although oil and forms of nuclear energy are governed by the UK. A very
free water.
Very interesting aspect to Scotland's healthcare system is that the country provides free prescription drugs to those in need. This is something few other countries are capable of doing.
Not America.
Much of the police force and judicial system are also different to that of the UK. Number 2. The Vikings.
The Vikings.
The Norse have had a lasting effect on Scottish culture. During the 11th century, they conquered many of Scotland's smaller islands before taking on the main British Isle. While the stereotypical Viking is pictured as being ruthless and bloody, the real Vikings were much different. Family life was very important to these men, and they took their wives with them as soon as new land had been successfully conquered. Scotland was a vital part of the Vikings' main trade route, which expanded all the way from Newfoundland to Baghdad. During these times, Scotland truly was a dark and hostile place to travel through. Number 1. The Loch Ness.
I like that. Like that.
Monster. The first ever recorded sighting of the elusive Loch Ness monster occurred in 565 AD when a water beast allegedly attacked one of St. Columba's followers in the loch. To date, there are over 3,000 recorded sightings of the monster, which started to first consistently flow around the mid-1930s. It is said to be at least 40 feet long and to have an abnormally long giraffe-like neck. For the first time since 1925, no confirmed sightings have been noted in the past few years.
Wow.
This leads skeptics and other theorists to wonder, has Nessie finally expired? At this time, there is no answer for such a complex question. Whatever the case, Loch Ness will remain one of Scotland's most infamous tourist attractions because of the legend and allure that encompasses the landscape.
Wow. Okay. Gotta visit that place. All right, so that was very interesting. Oh, I really like this. Okay. Okay, Scotland. I see what y'all doing over there. Okay. That's why it's always good to watch these type of videos, because, you know, you learn every single day. You learn every day, okay? There's no excuses. If you want to learn something about a country, go and watch some of these videos. You'd be surprised. Some information that we didn't learn in school. Because I sure didn't learn half of these stuff in school, okay? Like I told y'all, here in America, yes, some of us, we don't know much about the world because we wasn't taught a lot of stuff around the world, okay? We was only taught about stuff in America. That was it. But I will definitely do more for my Scottish people, okay? If there's any other videos you would like me to react to, comment below, okay? Let me know, okay? I'll check it out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all lovely people. Take care of yourself. Bye.